What's up guys, Maverick here, and today I'm going to be continuing my series of the World Cup 2026 analysis and predictions. This is part 2 of this generational series. This is the thumbnail for the first video of my predictions and analysis. Go check it out because this is a continuation of that match. We have so many fixtures coming up for me to analyze. Don't worry, I got you. You want to get fixtures, analysis, predictions, player insights in case you didn't want the match, some summaries. Don't worry, I got you. So stay tuned. Match 9 in Group E, Germany versus Curacao. This game was basically a game for Curacao. Welcome to the World Cup 2026 because Germany did not take this game easy. They whooped Curacao a whooping 7-1. Yeah, 26 shots on target, 26 shots and 10 shots on target, while Curacao had only 7 shots and 2 on target. That alone defines the game. That alone tells you that only counter attack that Germany had, they countered it very well. They executed it perfectly and they won the game 7-1. They had 65% possession while Curacao had only 35% possession. The only take I could see that went good for Curacao today was that they managed to get a goal. Congratulations for getting a goal for but apart from that, man, unlucky that you got Germany in your first game. Simple, straightforward play from Germany. Attack, tiki-taka passes. In my previous video, I predicted Germany to win 4-0. When I saw 7-1 and the goals just kept coming out, I was just thinking like, how many could they score left? Because 7-1, I don't even think the match was yet to be over. It was 7-1, but still a little bit more time. And the intervals between goals were literally too short. So this game basically straightforward. Germany 7-1. Match 10, Netherlands versus Japan. Hey, my first prediction, I got it right. That's if you watched the first video. Because my prediction for this match was that Netherlands and Japan were going to go through a draw. Japan just kept answering questions. Netherlands knocked on the door, Japan knocked back. Literally, Netherlands had 11 shots and they had 7 shots on target, while Japan had 8 shots and 3 shots on target, in which those 3 shots, 2 were converted. They were so clinical in front of goal when they were on target. Although they had 5 shots which are off target, at least they could take away those shots and they produced a goal. Netherlands on the other side had 11 shots and 7 on target. Good defender from Japan, but Japan are very good in tight spaces as I was watching. They answered every goal the Netherlands scored, and all of the goals came in the second half. Very clinical in front of goal. Very technical players on the pitch. My score prediction was very right. 2-2. Match 11. Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. I generally predicted a 1-1 like draw for Ivory Coast and Ecuador because me personally, I don't know the team's caliber. Even in the first half of the match was literally too dull. Literally, it was until the second half that's when they started taking their chances. Ivory Coast. Can you imagine the whole match? Ivory Coast had 16 shots, but only 4 of them were on target. Only 4 were on target, while Ecuador had 10 shots and 1 was on target. Can you imagine that? Literally, possession was also evenly stated. Ivory Coast had 49% possession, Ecuador had 51. There was literally no difference between the two clubs today. They were poor on both ends. They couldn't use the ball well. Just at the end, a goal from Amad Diallo settled the game 1-0. Literally what they call haram ball these days. You have the possession, but you don't do anything with the ball. Just front and back misplaced passes. You think they may have a counter attack, but it results to nothing. Literally that type of game. And Ahmad's goal in this 98th minute settles it. That's basically all I have to say for this game. Sweden versus Tunisia, match 12. Damn, Sweden popped up, bro. They popped up 5-1 to Tunisia. I'm saying if you don't take chances when you have more possession of the ball, there's no winning. There's no point for real. Because Sweden had 13 shots on target and they converted 8. Tunisia had 5 shots on target. Well, no, 5 shots, but only 2 on target. And guess what? Sweden even had less possession. Well, they were almost equally tied because Sweden had 49 possession while Tunisia had only 51. But what Sweden used the ball to do, they converted it into goals. They scored 5 against Tunisia's 1. Obviously, the World Cup sees underdogs are rising more than those who are predicted to win. And as I said before, we're going to get into matches like that. Small teams these days just tend to sit back, like the Ivory Coast and Ecuador match. Some of them just tend to sit back, relax, play, just want to get a goal or get a draw out of the game. Sometimes it works, but most times it can be used against you. So for this match, Sweden takes 3 points, 5-1. Brilliant performance by Sweden, no doubt. Match 13 of Group H, Spain versus Cape Verde. In fact, I'm not even going to say Spain versus Cape Verde. This was Spain versus Cape Verde's keeper, Vozinho. If not for Vozinho this match, Cape Verde would have gotten the belt as 5-0. All of us were expecting Spain to win. There's no way you're going to tell me that as you saw this lineup, you were going to say, nah. You were going to say, Cape Verde actually have a chance. There's no way. There's literally no way. Spain had more possession of the ball, dominated more, 23 shots, 8 on target. Cape Verde had only 6 shots on 1 on target. This tells you that they just sat back, parked the boss on Spain, said, you guys are the best team in the world. We're just going to sit back. We just want to draw points. Just a point. Spain had the game of their lives, to be honest. Yamal coming on, immediately changing the game, but the low block neutralized every one of them. Disappointing match for Spain because this is an all-win match. There's no percentage prediction of Cape Verde winning the match. That's what we thought, but hey, it's the World Cup. These days you can predict and see anything. So the game ends Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. They end in a stalemate. Match 14, Group G, Belgium versus Egypt. Now see here, when I looked at that Egypt lineup, there's only about 2 people I know. Mo Salah and Amar Mamouche. Belgium had a whooping 15 shots, but only 3 on target. 3 on target. 3 on target. Do you know what it means to have a team of Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku, Yuri Tillemans as your main strikers, and you have a solid defense, and you had 15 shots, but only 3 on target. And Egypt had 14 shots and 4 on target. Literally, these teams were going band for band. Shots, dribbles, passes, fouls, everything. They were going band for band. Even the possession stat says it. Belgium had 53%. Egypt had only 47%. There's no real difference between the 2 teams. They were best to gain 3 points. Literally, best game of the night that day. End-to-end football all around. Impressive from Egypt. Personally, to me, I enjoyed this match better than the Spain match. Because it was literally entertainment all around, bro. Entertainment all around. No team trying to sit back, relax, see what the other team are going to do. I can settle for a draw. No. Underdogs actually came to play. Except Curacao, of course, but I'm not going to get into that. Match 15, Group H. Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay. Match ended 1-1. To be honest with you, bro, this is another game, where Uruguay should have won the match. Saudi Arabia had only 7 shots. 7 shots and 3 on target. Well, of course, it's Saudi Arabia. But then you have Uruguay that has 27 shots and 10 on target. And guess what? Saudi Arabia scored first with only 3 shots on target. They scored first. Uruguay, chances, possession, but they couldn't do anything. Another example of if you have possession, you can't do anything with the match. You can't do anything. You literally can't. You have to be playing catch up with teams who actually want to get a point, with teams who actually are decisive and clinical in front of goal. But how can you in a whole match 27 shots, 10 on target, and you didn't even score up to 3? While Saudi Arabia had 3 and they scored 1. Literally, it's basically showing us another game of possession without taking your chances. It leads to nothing. And this game ended in a 1-1 draw. I personally predicted for Uruguay to win, although I didn't tell y'all, but for me, come on, anybody looking at this lineup would think Uruguay will win, so give me a break. Match 16, Group G, Iran versus New Zealand. Wow. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna put my hands up. I did not win. Come on, it was 2 a.m. Yo, give me a break, fam. Bruh. It was 2 a.m. Iran 2, New Zealand 2. Iran had 70 shots on target, with 17 shots with 4 shots on target, while New Zealand had 13 shots and 8 shots on target. So, according to this and the scoreline, it fairly matches up. And also the possession. New Zealand had 53, Iran had 47% possession. Literally 2 teams are almost the same caliber going band for band, for real. Match 17, Group I. Fun fact, this is the first time there's a Group I in the World Cup. And of course, it started with France versus Senegal. Man, this match literally, man. I love this match personally, literally. First half, first half, Senegal were pressing. They literally kept France in their own half. Literally, although France trying to try their Luis Enrique tactic, throwing the ball over, now Senegal were not having any of it. They locked France in their own half and press, trying to go. But in the end, they had only 6 shots and 2 on target. And in the second half, it completely changed. France dominated. Like, they said that, nah, this is the World Cup. What are we doing? 11 shots, 8 on target, and they scored 3. Clinical in front of goal. Clinical. Clinical in front of goal, bro. The keeper was even saving Senegal at a point, bro. Just went on attack after attack after attack, especially the second half. That combination on Mbappe, Olise, Barcola, do it, bro, is a cheat code, fam. It's literally a cheat code. No end to end, no stoppage. No, like, no, they didn't rest, bro. They didn't rest to get that ball. Even their belly. The first goal was so technically played. A ball from Olise straight to Mbappe, and he slots it by the side of the keeper, making it 1-0. Second half, immediately Barcola is subbed on. He has a goal. Few minutes after that, actually Senegal scored. It's a beautiful goal in the 90, I think 90 plus, so 90 plus 3 minutes. But he was literally just subbed on. I don't remember his name, sorry about that, can't pronounce it. But it was a really good goal. He dribbled and got a shot on. But literally after kickoff, France didn't lose the ball. Ball gets breaked onto Mbappe's feet, and from there he shoots top corner finish. Hey yo, you know that shot here from Ronaldo where he was like 40 yards out, that like his players were telling him, yo, don't shoot. A free kick. It was just, I think in the Champions League or something. I'm sure you guys know this shot was literally like that, but a few minutes above. Brilliant play from Mbappe today. He literally silenced his haters, silenced and washed, blah blah. France had domination of the game. Fair play for Senegal because they tried their best. They tried to do what was right, tried to do this, but it just didn't go their way. And the match ended 3-1 to France. Match 18, Group I, Iraq versus Norway. Of course, we knew it. Haaland, Odegaard, 4-1 to Norway. Literally, 12 shots for Norway, 6 on target. 11 shots to Norway, but only 1 on target. That literally says everything. You don't take your chances, nothing. They had 37% possession for Iraq, while 63% possession for Norway. Complete domination, like literally. Possession with the ball, oh, what can I do? I can score 4 goals. Literally. Domination. Clinical in front of goal. They played very good. First game, first World Cup for Sweden. First match, first brace for Erling Haaland. They played really well. Group J, match 19th, Argentina versus Algeria. And there's only one name I have to say. It's Messi! Telling me, you know Messi saw Mbappe score brace. He saw Haaland score brace. He was like, aye, man, you actually sit down. Daddy's home. Scored a hat-trick. On the first day, first World Cup match, you score a hat-trick. At 38 years old. Yo, Messi's the GOAT, bro. Yeah, I don't want none of y'all saying Cristiano. Messi is the greatest of all time. Ronaldo is the best player of all time. There is a difference, bro. You can come onto the match and score 3. And at the time of this record, Portugal haven't been played, so much expectation on Ronaldo right now. Only one word to say, Lionel Messi. Hat-trick. They even had minimum possession, 47 to them, while 53 to Algeria. Algeria had 6 shots, none on target. Yo, that was Messi's game. Messi said, I'm here. I can win the World Cup back to back, and that's me. Complete belt to ass. Literally complete belt to ass to Algeria. 3-0. Yeah. Match 20. Group J. Austria, Jordan. To be honest, the stats doesn't really depict the match. Australia dominated with 62% possession to Jordan's 38. They had 9 shots on target. No, 9 shots with only 3 on target, while Jordan had only 11 shots and 4 on target. So the shots on target were in Jordan's hands because that means they used the ball well, but they just couldn't convert that much where they expected to. They both got a goal. Jordan really didn't do anything useful other than that goal in the match. Thank you everybody for watching this video. This is Maverick back on YouTube with the knowledge, with the football, with the GN knowledge, with my analysis. Yeah, stay tuned for more predictions. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to click that like button. Subscribe to BSVs if you want to see more videos. Share to others because this channel gives you all you need for football content. And without further ado, goodbye and peace.